Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some pretty interesting things to go over. New Pokemon events have been announced. We also have some new Nintendo Switch 2 updates to take a look at. And as well as that, a new rumored Generation 10 image has also popped up. A lot of things to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, let's quickly go over some new Pokemon announcements. Being as it is now May, we have a new ranked battle season. This is Cerebi here tweeting out, saying, Cerebi update, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet ranked battle season 30 has begun. It is the first set to use the Regulation I rule set. It runs until the 31st of May at 23:59 UTC. I never take part in these, but the artwork always goes absolutely hard. But anyway, that's the ranked battle update. Moving on, we do also have the new Pokemon TCG Pocket update as well, because it is the first of the month, or it was the first of the month. By the time you're seeing this, we do of course have a new premium pass. We've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, Pokemon TCG Pocket has had its monthly refresh, adding Rowlet cosmetic items into the premium shop. The Mimikyu promo is also now available through premium missions. So that's that. And then we also have this for Pokemon TCG Pocket, of course, being a brand new month. We have a new season of ranked. So Pokemon TCG Pocket's new ranked match season, Season A3, has begun. It runs until the 26th of May 2025, and I think the results are going to be on the 29th of May. Unfortunately, it's still the same kind of rewards and stuff, same pack hourglasses. You only get 100 odd for being Master Ball rank, which in my opinion is absolutely stupid, because you should get a lot more for being one of the best players in the game. But anyway, that's that. And then we also have a new Pokemon Go update as well. We've got Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, Pokemon Go's next Shadow Raid Day has been announced. It focuses on Shadow Regigigas. It runs from the 17th of May from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. And then there's a little bit more information about this as well on the website. So up to 5 additional free raid passes from spinning gym photo discs for a total of 6. Increased chance of encountering shiny Regigigas from a shadow raid. Regigigas caught via shadow raids during the event may have higher attack, defense, and HP. Remote raid passes can be used, and also the remote raid limit will increase to 20. And then there's also timed research and also an event ticket as well. So if you want to go for that, then that is the new event starting on the 17th of May from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. But anyway, those are the latest Pokemon announcements. Moving on, we have some new Nintendo Switch 2 updates. We've got Go Nintendo tweet here posting saying these are the Nintendo Switch 2 games that support mouse mode. So this is basically just the collection of what games you're going to be able to use this new mouse mode functionality on the Nintendo Switch 2 when it drops on the 5th of June. So the House of Mouse. So before Nintendo officially pulled back the curtain on Nintendo Switch 2 with an hour-long Nintendo Direct, they put out a teaser video to introduce the platform to the world. That quick video was actually filled with teasers about what the system could do, and the most obvious hint came from the Joy-Con's new input mode. So as many speculated and leaks confirmed, we knew about this a long time ago, the Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con have a whole new way of controlling the action through the mouse mode. This has you turning the Joy-Con on its side to act as a makeshift mouse, allowing for all kinds of new control methods for old and new games alike. Thankfully, it seems multiple devs are more than willing to give mouse mode a shot, as multiple Nintendo Switch 2 titles have already been confirmed to use this feature. So as it stands right now, here are the games that have been confirmed to support mouse mode in various ways. Remember that most of these situations allow you to use mouse mode if you'd like, but it is not required. So Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S, Path of the Goddess, Hogwarts Legacy, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition, Nobunaga's Ambition Awakening Complete Edition, Bravery Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tamagotchi Plaza Switch 2 Edition, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Mousework, mouse mode is required for that, and then Deltarune as well. Again, I still think this is the perfect opportunity to reintroduce Pokemon Ranger into the kind of situation. It'd just be so easy to kind of draw those circles around those Pokemon with the mouse, but hopefully that's something that happens in the near future. But I feel like there's no excuse not to have Pokemon Ranger now on the Nintendo Switch 2, whether it's a new game or whether it's, you know, going to be some sort of DS kind of I don't know, online kind of thing where you have to pay more for the Switch Online, whatever. Either way, we need it back. But anyway, that's the new update about the Nintendo Switch 2. Moving on, we have a new image rumor to go over for Generation 10. So this popped up a while ago on 4chan, only getting around to covering it now, but it is, I believe, that's either a Watchroll or a Starly, or it might just be a brand new bird type, a flying type Pokemon, or the regional bird or whatever. We got like a little mouse cursor down here, and it's seemingly flying through this city. So a little bit similar to the kind of original trailer we got for Pokemon Legends ZA, where we have a fletchling and it's kind of flying through the city and whatnot. It definitely gives me those kind of vibes, but this is a very sort of populated city. This would, for me, be one of the main, because we know that it's going to be on an island. Well, there's going to be on multiple islands. It's going to be an archipelago of islands and stuff. Generation 10 that's basically been confirmed now. Well, it's been leaked. It's not been confirmed, of course, until we see it, but as of right now, it's basically been leaked. So this would be one of those big sort of city kind of islands where there's loads of people. It would probably be the most populated island that we'd go to. Again, we don't know how many islands there's going to be. I'm expecting it to be like 8, 10, 12, something like that. And yeah, this would be like one of the main hubs. Again, there's probably going to be a lot of fast travel in this game, going from island to island. I don't think they're going to expect us to kind of surf to every single island, because this game is going to be pretty big. I think you're going to get that option, but I don't think it's going to be something that that you have to do every single time, because obviously it's going to take the piss. If you're all the way on this island and you want to go all the way down to here, you're going to have to be able to fast travel, otherwise it's a little bit silly. But yeah, I mean, it's hard to say whether this is true or not. I don't think it's going to be. The only image we've had so far of Pokemon Generation 10 is the Lumineon image. That's the only one that's been confirmed. Until a leaker comes out and kind of confirms this or denies it, we don't really know. Again, they haven't come out and said anything about any of the other images until the kind of person that made it's come out, but no one's come forward about this, so you never know. But there's not really a lot to go off from this anyway. We have literally, I think that might be a Pokemon Center down there, but we've just got a bird flying through the city, taking on a 1940s toaster, and that's all we've kind of really got to go off. But let me know your thoughts. Do you think this image is real, or do you think it's just going to be another random post on 4chan? Coming up next, we have some more Nintendo Switch 2 details to go over, and some pretty bad ones as well. This was a post on Nintendo Live saying Nintendo Switch 2 launch day delivery not guaranteed from Nintendo in the US. So this is specifically if you've bought the console on the Nintendo website, not if you bought it from Best Buy or GameStop or whatever. Don't know if they're going to be getting the consoles to you on day one. Who knows? Hopefully they do. But for Nintendo, it's looking relatively unlikely. So your invitation email may arrive after the Nintendo Switch 2 launch. So Nintendo has provided an update for those who have registered their interest in purchasing the Nintendo Switch 2 directly from the My Nintendo store in the US. Much like Japan, Nintendo is currently experiencing very high demand and has therefore noted that delivery by the launch day on 5th of June is not guaranteed. Adding further salt to the wound, it's also stated that some invitation emails may not even arrive until after the console is released, which is really bad, especially because so many times now they've come out and said, don't worry about that stock, there's going to be enough to go around, it's not going to get scalped and stuff. They've completely underestimated how many people want this console, and now they are kind of paying that price. We know how bad it is in Japan, like there's just not enough stock there, and it looks like it's going to be similar to the US, especially if those tariffs kind of go up. It's going to be even worse. Yeah, if you're buying from the Nintendo website, it's looking a little bit shady. It will be operating on a first come first served basis, so if you were relatively quick registering your interest, then you might be okay. That said, Nintendo has also shared a link to the GameStop pre-order, which, as we understand it, will commence at 8 AM PT 11. Yeah, obviously this was posted before all the pre-orders went live, so if you've already registered your interest with Nintendo, we probably recommend getting a pre-order in with GameStop if you're not already secured your console elsewhere. And then meanwhile in Japan, Nintendo confirmed that around 2.2 million people entered the pre-order lottery system, with the results being shared. That the company confirmed that the number vastly outweighs the number of consoles it is able to supply by launch day. So yeah, they're really just behind in terms of the demand for this console, which, I mean, with how good the Switch 1 did, they must have known that the Switch 2 was going to do very well. But the numbers that are projected, it's like double the PlayStation 5 in the first weekend, which is absolutely crazy numbers. But either way, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But if you're buying it from elsewhere, you should be okay. But if you're buying it from the Nintendo website, you may not get that console on release day. Finishing things off, we have some more Nintendo Switch 2 updates to go over. This was posted on Game Rant saying Nintendo Switch 2 has 5 exclusive games confirmed for the launch, with a variety of other titles offering notable Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive features. So this was posted a few days ago saying Nintendo Switch 2 has 5 exclusive games at launch. So far, it seems like the Nintendo Switch 2 will have 5 exclusive games at launch. Again, that could go up by the time the console comes out and more kind of companies announce it. But as of right now, 5 exclusive games, along with 4 ports of existing games that will have some notable Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive functionality and content. So the Nintendo Switch 2 release date is set for June the 5th, and it looks like the next generation home console / handheld hybrid will be launching with at least 22 games. Initially, Nintendo confirmed 20 Switch 2 launch games. Since then, a couple more games have been confirmed for the lineup. So Sega announced that Sonic x Shadow Generations would be a Switch 2 launch title, and it was also revealed that Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster will be available for the Switch 2 on day 1 as well. Those lucky enough to have secured Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders may be wondering what launch games are exclusive to the new system, as they can prioritize those, and as it so happens, there are 5 Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives confirmed at the time of this writing. So when the Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June the 5th, it will be doing so with Bravely Default, Flying Fury HD Remaster, Mario Kart World, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. The fact that this is an exclusive game is a little bit like, it's a tutorial that you have to pay for, which is absolutely pathetic, but I wouldn't really call that an exclusive game. And Survival Kids as its exclusive launch games. So not a great lineup, really. Obviously, Mario Kart World, very strong, but I mean, the other games aren't too bad. It's the tutorial. The fact that they're saying that as an exclusive game is a little bit embarrassing. Anyway, goes on to say Mario Kart World is clearly the crown jewel of the Nintendo Switch 2 lineup, with a special $499.99 bundle available that includes the console and a digital copy of the game. Fast Fusion, a futuristic racing game, will also be available for racing game fans on the Nintendo Switch 2 launch day. Bravely Default Flying Fury HD Remaster, meanwhile, is a remaster of the 3DS JRPG classic with some new mini-games and fresh quality of life improvements thrown into the mix. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour is effectively a tech demo / tutorial of sorts that walks players through the Switch 2's unique features, while Survival Kids is a co-op survival game from Konami. Again, don't even know how long this tutorial is going to be like. If it was anything like Astrobot, then it'd be fine. Like, Astrobot was a very good tutorial game. Really enjoyed playing that when I got my PlayStation 5. But from what we've seen, it's not that. It is literally just you're going around and then a speech bubble pops up with, oh, this is how you do this, this is how you do that, which you can basically just watch a YouTube video for. It's really, and the fact that you have to pay for it as well is crazy to me. But anyway, says Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive games at launch, obviously Bravely Default, Fast Fusion, Mario Kart World, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, and Survival Kids. And then 4 other games coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 at launch aren't technically exclusives, but they will have noteworthy exclusive content. So puzzle game Puyo Puyo Tetris 2S includes the exclusive new 2v2 Puyo Tetris doubles mode, while both Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom are getting significant performance boosts alongside compatibility with the Nintendo Switch app's new Zelda Notes feature. And finally, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is an enhanced port of Yakuza 0 that comes with brand new cutscenes and the Red Light Raid online multiplayer mode that comes complete with 60 playable characters. And then it also says launch games with notable Switch 2 exclusive content or features. So yeah, Puyo Puyo Tetris, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut. And then the rest of the Switch 2 launch games are titles that are available on other platforms, but are definitely still worth a look. Split Fiction is one of the highest rated new game releases of the year, and it will be on the Switch 2 day 1, with Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition giving Switch 2 owners the chance to take the critically acclaimed CD Projekt Red game on the go. And then also all other Switch 2 games are going to be Civilization 7, Cyberpunk Deltarune, Fortnite, Kimitsugami Path of the Goddess, Hitman World of Assassination, Hogwarts Legacy, Nobunaga's Ambition, Rune Factory, Sonic Time Shadow, Split Fiction, Street Fighter 6, and then also Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remaster. It's entirely possible that even more Switch 2 launch games will be revealed between now and the console's launch on the 5th of June, but if we want to look beyond the launch date, Nintendo has confirmed some major titles that are coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 by the end of the year. These games include enhanced Nintendo Switch 2 versions of existing Switch 1 titles like Super Mario Party Jamboree and Kirby and the Forgotten Land, as well as upcoming Nintendo Switch 1 games like Metroid Prime 4 and Pokémon Legends ZA. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond Switch 2 Edition especially seems worth it, as players can look forward to 4K at 60 frames per second or 1080p at 120 frames per second when playing the game on Nintendo's new handheld. As far as pure Nintendo Switch 2 exclusives go, there is a new sports game, Drag Times Drive, launching this summer, as well as the highly anticipated 3D platformer Donkey Kong Bonanza on July the 17th. Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment and Kirby Air Riders are releasing for the Switch 2 this holiday season, while 2026 will see the launch of the brand new From Software PvPvE game, The Dusk Bloods, which looks really, really good. I'm very excited for that. Nintendo is clearly coming out swinging when it comes to the Switch 2, and it will be very exciting to see what the new console brings to the table in the months and years to come. So that's just a good idea of what you can kind of expect to play on day one, and of course, all of your Nintendo Switch 1 games are going to be playable, or at least most of them. And of course, as well as that, some are getting a free update as well, like Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. But anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video. Let me know your thoughts on everything that we covered today in regards to the Nintendo Switch 2 updates, the Switch 2 launch day not being delivered, and then also everything else that we kind of covered as well with the events and the announcements, and also what are your thoughts on this Gen 10 potential image rumor. But thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a great rest of your day, and until next time, peace.